Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? It's almost the new year. It is the end of 2022, y'all. Okay, first of all, I just came from my father's house because his girlfriend doesn't know how to put the dog back up. My dad has a big dog, okay? He's like mixed with like a German Shepherd, and I don't know if it's a golden retriever or a lab, but he's big, okay? Big dog. But anyway, let's get into it. So I came over and I was like, look, you got some peanut butter, smeared it over his little chew toy and slid it in the cage. He went all the way from the house, from the upstairs, all the way into the cage. Boom. There you go. Period. But let's get into it. My name is Dazzle, if you guys don't know, and I'm an intuitive reader. I've been an intuitive reader and a tarot advisor for a while now, for some years, okay? I don't want to say how many years because it's going to make me feel like I'm getting old. But I guess you're as only old as how you feel. I still feel like I'm in my early 20s. I didn't even realize I was pushing 40. I'm more closer to 40 than 20, okay? But let's get into it. So I had some people in my comment section that was asking me about Tory Lanez and if he was going to get an appeal and what was going to happen and things like that. And, you know, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if Carl Crawford is going to, you know, keep that same energy and help him with his appeal, you know what I'm saying? But look, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can become notified of when I upload, when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is check in my email. Check my email. Go to my email, okay? It's all in the description box. I meant to say check the description box, right? But look. And then, you know, I do have to say, just for YouTube, everything I say is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. You know, at the end of the day, people are prone to believe what they want to believe, okay? So anything I say, you don't have to believe. I mean, because you don't believe what you want to. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not here to force you. I'm just giving you my intuitive breakdown based on tarot and what the tarot cards are telling me and what my guides are telling me. Okay, so let's get into it. So we're going to figure out, is Tory Lanez going to go for an appeal? Okay. One, two, three. Will he in fact be going for an appeal? The King of Swords, yes. This is the Judge, yes. Okay. That's a definite yes. The Magician, effective communication, yes. But the Eight of Swords is right here. It's what? This is entrapment. This is someone who feels, okay, so let's go into this and then we'll ask the next question, okay? So first of all, okay, this is my intuitive reading. You know, other people may say things, but if you like what they say based on it pleasing you better or it pleases your ears better, then go to someone else that pleases your ears better. But here on my channel, I'm going to tell you what I intuitively pick up, and I'm going to tell you what's there based on these cards. I'm not going to lie to you. I just heard somebody just sit there and see that's a lie. When that's a lie that she told, because I just heard somebody do a reading and ask, was Tory Lanez's father telling the truth? Like, what was the energy surrounding that, right? About Rock Nation and stuff like that. Like, was he really like being genuine? And they got like the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is the loss of a coin. You thought you was going to get a coin, you're not going to get it. Or, you know, this is when you might have to save your money. So I think Tory Lanez's father is worried about his money. That's what it really is. So it ain't really about Rock Nation. That's deflecting, and that's blaming other people for what your son did. Okay, period. And that's not for me to be, you know, overly judgmental, because I don't want to see nobody in jail. That's not my overall thing. I mean, well, the Cabo 6, I do want to see them in jail. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want them to rot in the Mexican prison. Okay, so, but I don't want to see him do all 22 years, and he may not do all 22 years. I gave you guys a reading before that told you that it's going to be fair. Justice is going to, they're going to give Megan her justice, and they're going to be fair to Tory. If you guys didn't see that reading, it's been some readings ago. Look for it, okay? So, let's see. About this appeal, I do think he will get an appeal. Or he will go after one. Because I asked, will he go afterwards? The court, the King of Swords, is a judge. And he judges fairly. Okay? The King of Swords is an air sign. It's all about how we think and how we communicate. He's usually has a lot of wisdom. And he analyzes things correctly. He thinks before he acts. Okay? And he's an effective communicator. That's why he can be someone who is a judge. Okay? So, upright, this King of Swords judged fairly and correctly. That was the past. Okay? Fairly and correctly. Okay? So, the system was fair. Okay? They didn't dupe him. Okay? The Magician card talks about a manifestation card. Now, this is an air sign as well. This is a Gemini. Okay? So, you have an air sign with the King of Swords. The air is the Gemini. The Magician is the air sign. And the Eight of Swords is an air. It's all air. Right? It's all about how we're thinking and what we're communicating. So, the Magician talks about being a manifester. Right? And it talks about effective communication. It is the conscious mind. Whereas though, like the High Priestess is the unconscious, the Magician is the conscious mind. So effective communication, you're bringing things from the ethers and bringing it into reality. Okay? So I kind of feel like, yes, they are going out the appeal. Not kind of, I do. It is going out the appeal. They are. But then the future card right here talks about the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is someone who feels entrapped. Okay, you see this? This is feeling entrapped. They feel like they're a prisoner. In their head, that's what they're feeling like. And it could be jail. Okay? But a lot of times, you are there on your own. As in, this is a prison of your own making. Alright? You probably not whatever, but I'm just saying, it's a prison of your own making. Because that is how you feel. So I kind of figure it's going to be a situation where, yes, they're going to go after this appeal, but there is an issue with this Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords could very well be, it doesn't matter. Or he feels like he can't get out of this situation. He's going to feel like he cannot get out. So the appeal, the motion for, the filing of the appeal and however things go, they are going to do. But he's still going to feel like he can't get out of this situation. So take with that as you will. So then I'm going to ask, will Carl Crawford help Tory Lanez in this appeal? Okay? Will he help him? Will he fund him, help him, whatever? Will he help him? 1, 2, 3. You have the Eight of Wands, sudden change, sudden movement. This talks about, okay, well, let me keep going because I want to give you guys all of it. You have the Lovers, and then you have the Five of Swords in the reverse, and then you have the Nine of Wands in the back, right? That just talks about, being battered but willing to fight the good fight, ready to fight the last fight. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first of all, the Eight of Wands is all about action, enterprise, relationship, passion. And it's the Eight of Wands, which is rapid movement, sudden change. This can be travel. This can be a distance. But people coming together to make that change. Okay? So I kind of feel like, yes, he is going to be one of many who wants to help him with this appeal. Okay? The Lovers card, yes. He has love for Tory Lanez, but it's not like no in bed type thing. The Lovers card is a Gemini card as well. But it's all about, you know, making a decision, making choices, okay? But I feel like he's going to try to help him with it the best that he can, and he's going to make a choice, and he's going to go down the path because he fucks with Tory Lanez, okay? The Five of Swords is in the reverse. This talks about past conflicts, past verbal disputes, past things, right? But in the reverse, it also means, because this is how we communicate and how we think. It's two things I want y'all to know about the Five of Swords in the reverse. The Five of Swords is a cyberbullying card, okay? So that means manipulation of the media, manipulation online, okay? And you can't do anything about it, right? Also, there's some truths that's going to get revealed. So I kind of feel like he's going to be pushing a campaign, okay? He's innocent, he's a this, he's a that, because that's what it is. But it's going to be some truths that come out about Tory Lanez, because also with the Five of Swords in the reverse, it talks about how you act, things that, okay, so basically things that people didn't know about you or what you were doing comes out in the wash, right? Because, say for instance, I'm with somebody, I've been in a relationship with somebody, and he's been beating on me, but in public, you know, he's just this amazing person. But during divorce court, people start seeing that, yeah, he was like that. You see what I'm saying? Behind closed doors. So I kind of feel like they're going to try to expose things, expose people. They're going to try to do this campaign. Carl Crawford is going to try to do it that way. Okay? As well as help on the back end, too. But that's what it is. He's going to try to make a narrative, make narratives and things like that, and spin things and whatever. Okay? So, they talk about Rock Nation. Rock Nation. Okay? About this appeal. Okay, so Rock Nation. Does Rock Nation have anything to do with Tory Lanez being found guilty in the first place? Because I kind of see that people think that they do have that something to do with it because of what his father said. But I'm not willing to, I don't know. It might not be true. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's expert. Does Rock Nation have anything to do with the guilty verdict? Stuff from online. Okay, so here's the thing. You got this Five of Wands again in the reverse. Mind you, I told you from the beginning, when it comes to the appeal court, or whatever, getting the appeal, in the past, the ruling was just, the judge did not have any misconduct. That judge was fair. Okay, so with this, what the fuck going on? So I just heard something. You know, I'm in the hood, girl. I'm in the hood, so you know, you gotta be alert. Like, what the fuck going on over there? All I heard was some yelling. But anyway, the Five of Swords is in the reverse. This talks about communication on the internet, manipulative. I already told y'all that already. Trying to reveal stuff, right? But this is pettiness, this is arguments, this is altercations in the past. Okay, right now is the Five of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I don't really think, okay, so someone felt, okay, so the Five of Cups in the reverse, this is all emotions and how we feel. Okay, so somebody felt disappointed, past disappointments. Okay, and over here is the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody does not want to work with the other. A partnership is over. Okay, so do I think Rock Nation had anything to do with the actual court case going in Megan Thee Stallion's favor? Matter of fact, Megan Thee Stallion was not on trial. Let me reword that, because that's a better, let me do it the right way. Does Rock Nation has anything to do with the state of California beating Daystar Peterson in this case? No. Out of anything, this talks about somebody who is hurt, who is grieving about their child being locked up. This is about wanting to win at all costs. This is about the disappointment, and this is about the fact that I have to disconnect from somebody who I love. Okay? And he was saying that out of passion because he loves his son. That's what it is. So I have to disconnect from somebody. That and about that money too. Okay? Alright, so let's see. How long will Tory Lanez get? Will he get the full sentence, the maximum of 22 years? I told y'all it would be fair in the last reading. I already told y'all that. It's going to be very fair, okay? Fair is Megan was a victim. She had the Page of Pentacles. They were going to give her something. They have to give her something because she's the victim. So they did give her justice. And then Tory Lanez had the Ace of Cups. That's still a good thing. You know, there's going to be something that he can live with. Even if it's like 5 years of probation or just deportation or something like that. 1, 2, 3. Will they be giving Tory Lanez the maximum of 22 years? What is his sentencing going to be? 1, 2, 3. And I know if he's already in custody from December all the way to late January, that's part of his sentencing too, because I know, you know, a couple of my ex-boyfriends have been in jail, you know what I'm saying? And usually what end up happening is they use some of that time that you've already been in there and they shave it off for the time that they give you. So say for instance, if you had a year, but you was in jail for like 3 or 4 months waiting on stuff, and then they convict you when they give you a year, and they be like, well, you know, we're going to take the 3 or 4 months off of that as time served because you already been in there. So now you only have to be in there for 6 or 7 months. You see what I'm saying? So, so let's see. How long would they give him? 1, 2, 3. The 3 of Wands, expansion, exploration. Okay. New things. Okay, let's see. But from a distance. The 8 of Cups. This is leaving things that no longer emotionally serve you. The Page of Swords is in the reverse. Okay, then it's the Empress in the back. Someone who's fertile, a mother figure. Someone who's going to think something. This is a new venture. I'm looking because I want to know. I want to know what turns you on, so I can be the one that always... Okay, so he will be getting some time. He is definitely going away. People will be upset. I kind of feel like if we're looking at it, and I mean, it can be years. Okay, it could be a few years. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is something, maybe they're barking, maybe doing the sentencing, like, you know, when they talk, you know, maybe, you know, because, you know, with the sentencing, they look at everything. They look at what you did, what you didn't do, this, that, and the third. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, that's when you get the right letters and to the judge and he's a good person. Oh, I don't know. Like, that's what I kind of seen on court TV. So I kind of feel like the judge is still going to be just, okay? It's not going to be unfair. So based on his charges that he was found guilty of, they're going to look at what it is as far as the laws and what it pertains to his past history. I told y'all in another reading that when it came to justice, the eye of justice sees all. So it ain't just whatever. They're gonna judge everything, okay? And they're gonna think about it. It's gonna be, I don't know, some, at the minimum, at the bare minimum, at the minimum, he's leaving. He's leaving the country. I'm getting that he's leaving the country. He's leaving the country. He might be leaving this country. He might be leaving the country. He might be leaving the country. At the bare minimum, okay? The bare minimum, he's leaving the country. The maximum is, when I'm thinking, I feel like the first thing I got was years. Years. So, maybe a year. I think maybe a year, but a year. I'm really thinking leaving a year in deportation, or probably like 3 to 5, a year to 5 years in deportation. Okay? But he might just have to leave the country. But it's going to be something that you guys do not like. Okay? But it's going to be fear. It's going to be not fair. And let me ask again. I think he's leaving that country. 1, 2, 3. He's definitely leaving the country. He's going to have to go. Okay? They're going to fight for him now. But I do think things are going to be fair. It's so fair. I think there's going to be a woman who helps. What about this petition? It's a woman in here who's going to help. What about this petition? I say years. It could be years. 1 to 5, maybe. But deportation, at the bare minimum, he's really facing deportation. Okay? He is really facing deportation. So hopefully he can talk. He can make some deals. I don't know, but let's see. What about this petition? Why is this lady really doing this petition? And I wish, another thing, I wish that they had the transcripts out. I mean, like, people went by the transcripts and not by these YouTube reporters. I wish that there was a camera in the courtroom. I do wish that, because people aren't really understanding the terms or the actual evidence or what people actually said, and they're just going by what certain people on YouTube said. So honestly speaking, like, that's a detriment to the community, because we're getting misinformation. 1, 2, 3. Tell me about this change.org petition that this woman that made. 1, 2, 3. I think that it's the temperance in the reverse. This is someone who is not healed, or an imbalance. It's an imbalance. So that means someone is acting erratic. I think that somebody did this, not thinking that all the way through. The star card is in the present, in the reverse. They feel like a star has been dragged down. They feel like their hopes, their dreams, their prayers was not answered. They feel hopeless. And now they want to re-look at the whole case. With the 7 of Pentacles, they're taking stock into it, or whatever. What happened, and this, that, and the third, it didn't work the way I wanted to. This comes from some past baggage. This is the 6 of Cups. This talks about past baggage with this girl. But the problem is with the 8 of Pentacles and the obstacle, and it's in the reverse, is that it has to be, okay, usually it's working towards something, but in reverse is the lack of work, not really putting in the work towards something, and it pays off. So I think this was just erratic. I feel like this was just impulsive. based because of the ruling. Also, it can talk about people trying to take the sneaky way out. But changes, things, I do feel like the obstacle, ooh, you know what? That was not in the obstacle. That was in the current position. The current position is just like, you're not really going to put in no work towards it. People are going to sign it, but I mean, you got to do a little bit more than just the position. People aren't, I feel like also it's doing shortcuts and things like that. But the obstacle is people coming together. That's what I'm trying to say. People coming together with the 8 of Wands. People coming together. Things aren't forming and making a sudden change. The outcome is the King of Cups in the reverse. This is a male, a manipulative male that say all the right things of what they want to do and this, that, and the third. They'll tell you all the right things, but they're not going to do them. So I think that petition don't matter, or it won't be as lucrative. And this is coming from someone, his camp that's unhappy. People who follow him that's unhappy about the ruling. That's all it is. They just don't understand why. But I kind of feel like, again, if y'all just looked at the transcripts and actually dissected and things like that, it would be better. Like if the recordings come out and everything else like that, y'all should dissect it and use your own intelligence. And don't listen to hear what you want to hear. Listen to hear the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Comprehend to comprehend all, not just to comprehend what you want to comprehend. That's the only thing I got to say, y'all. But look, tell me how y'all like this reading. I'm going. I got to go. I wasn't even supposed to be here for that long doing this reading. I love y'all. 404 peace.